Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I'm going to do my April TBR. So this month might be a little strange. So again, I've done a lot of readathons and monthly read-alongs and things like that. So this month I'm trying to cut back on how many books I'm actually saying I'm going to read because I want a little bit of flexibility. I have this feeling Tome Topple is coming. I keep hearing rumors that we might get one in April. So I do have some ideas for that. So I'm not going to put a whole lot on my TBR, but I am still going to draw 3 categories. So at least I have 3 books that I want to say are on my TBR. And then I have a few that I might carry over from March. And then I have a couple of books that I want to kind of have as a reserve that I'm not actually on my TBR, but they're books that I've already started that I would like to go back and try, give them one more shot, or, you know, decide I'm going to DNF them. So anyway, so we're going to pull the 3, and then I'm going to go away and pick the 3 books that are for sure on my TBR. And then the rest is all kind of extra stuff, so I'll get to that in a minute. So here we go. We'll pull one out in the center, hopefully. Ooh, one I haven't gotten before. Books I've DNF'd. So it's usually a book that, like, a long, I was just talking about books that I was going to revisit this month. So I could actually use those, or I could pick one of the ones on my list that were books I've DNF'd many, many years ago and are still on my shelf and I haven't touched them. So we'll see. I'll try to decide which one I want to go. The next one is a modern classic. I don't know which one I want to read. I'll have to go back and look. I have so many, I can't even tell you. So it's not a problem. It's just, you know. And series to continue. And of course, that works out just perfectly. Because of course I don't know why I keep picking this one, but it's great because it's making me read my series that I need to continue on with. So anyway, I'm going to go pick my, my 3 books and then I'll come back. Okay. So I've picked my books, and then we'll see how this goes. So the first one I picked was books that I DNF'd. And I have decided to take one more time to try to read The Tenant of Waffle Hall by Anne Bronte. I loved Agnes Grey. I mean, it was a little, you could tell it was a first novel, but it really wrapped up well. I really enjoyed the journey by the end of it, and I did really love that book. This book, people rave about it, and I hated the narrator of the first section so much and the things he did and said that it was so hard for me to read this because I just hate him so much. And what he did on chapter, I believe it's 14 or 13. Was it 14? No, it's 14. The assault. Anyway, I'm so mad about that still. But everybody tells me I just need to get to the next section where it becomes because the narrator is a man in the neighborhood who meets a woman. I think her name's Helen Graham, and she is new, and so she's kind of mysterious. She's kind of stays to herself, and she has a young boy, child, and he of course is attracted to her. So he's all messed up. Anyway, I don't know. I don't like what he does in here, but she has a story to tell, and I think we get her story next, like within a couple of chapters from where I had issues and I stopped. But I just could not do this last October while I was reading it for Victober. And it pretty much ruined my Victober because I hated it so much. So anyway, I would like to try it one more time. I do feel that it's a classic you need to try to push through sometimes to at least get farther in before fully DNFing. I had stopped at 118. So I'm going to give it at least 50 pages more. I want to be at least, you know, 107, maybe more like hit 175, maybe up to 200. So at least read another, you know, 50 to 80 pages and see if I can make it through. I just don't know. But this is the book I DNF'd last year. At the time, I put it aside and I have not touched it since. So I'm going to give it one more shot before I get rid of it. Then the other book, other tag thing was Modern Classics. So I would like to read Maurice by E.M. Forster. I've not read Forster in years. I went through a spurt, or a time where I read, you know, A Room with a View and Howard's End and I think Where Angels Fear to Tread are the 3 that I read. I never did get to A Passage to India. I don't know why. I don't remember. I don't even know if I own that one. I don't think I do. I think I own just Howard's End and A Room with a View. And then I bought this one last year because I heard a lot of people talking about it. And again, it was published, I believe, after his death. But he wrote it, you know. So, and I don't know enough about it. I just know it's, I think it's a man who goes to, or a boy who goes to school, and I think it's his life. And I'm not quite sure what happens. I just know it's supposed to be good, and I haven't read it. So I would like to try more of his stuff. And then for my series to continue, I don't think anybody is going to be shocked by this pick. But yes, it's number 4 in the other series by Anne Bishop. Marked in Death, I believe, is the 4th one. So I want to continue this series, of course. I'm really enjoying it. And, you know, this is a urban fantasy, alternate history about, you know, the world is quite different from ours. It has a lot of our technology, but the world is, the North America is pretty much run by the others. Or Terra, I don't know how you say their name again, but they're like the shifters, the vampires, the elementals, and they pretty much, you know, let humans kind of rent area to live, and it's, you know, that's all issues and stuff. And of course, Meg, our blood prophet, is who we follow the most. But, and again, I love all these characters. This is one of the best ensemble casts. So I do want to continue this series. Again, this is book number 4, and I just started in January. I'm reading one a month. But since I picked series to continue, I get to do that. So those are the books for sure on my TBR, or at least with Waffle Hall to try. I'm just not sure. I do want to, 2 other books that I've DNF'd recently that I would really like to give it one more shot. And if I have time this month, I'd like to do that. I'm just trying to remind myself that I have them. I would like to try again Kinto. I don't know how to say her last name. Sorry, Jennifer. I don't know. I did start this, but I had a lot of trouble with the way, the structure of the story, the way we would start in somewhere and then we'd go, it would be all backstory. And I get how and why and stuff. It doesn't mean that I enjoy it. So I didn't get very far. I only got about 38 pages in. So I'd really like to give it a few more chapters before I fully decide this is not for me. But, and this is about the Kinto, the family Kinto, like Kinto, and then I think 4 generations afterwards, I think. And it starts in 1750 in Africa. And I mean, this whole thing takes place in Africa, I'm pretty sure. And he's going to pledge to the new king of the area. And it's their journey right now that I'm in. So anyway, I said, a lot of people that I really like to watch and respect their opinions have really enjoyed this. I just don't know if it's a book for me, but I'm going to give it one more shot. It would be nice to get another book on the reading across the ages. Reading through the ages, sorry. And then the other one is actually one that I really wanted to read, and that is The Wreath. The first book in the Kristen Lovenstatter series by Sigrid Undstedt. This one I read, let's see here, it's like, I read 78 pages, and I think it's like 280 something, or 290. And yeah, 290 pages. And I just lost momentum. I was kind of bored. So I do want to give it one more shot as well. Since I bought the whole trilogy and I can't even get through the first book. So I do want to try to do that and try to finish this out this month. At least the first book. And decide if I'm going to read it or get rid of the book. So I don't know. But that was, I was reading that for The Noble Women by Britta Bowler. But I didn't finish it. Anyway, so those are the books for sure on my TBR. I've rambled enough. So that's not very many. I mean, as I said, as I said, I'm not counting any of the, like I have a Tome Topple idea, or a couple ideas, but I want to wait till it's actually announced and what what time of the month it is. We'll see what I feel like. But these are the books right now, currently, that I want to try and get through, or at least try again to read. I kind of took the whole books I've DNF'd thing a little farther than I planned, but I think that's going to work. And then as I said, I have some other books that I would like to read, but I'm not going to like put them on the TBR. So anyway, that's it. What are you guys reading in April? Any of these books you guys read and think I really should focus on, let me know. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.